Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to Impulse. We're starting off the new year right with our discussion of our most anticipated games for 2019.
That's right. It's a new day. It's a new year. And with that new year upon us comes a whole batch of new video games, some of which include survival video games. We're going to see a lot of those, but we're not going to talk about those. I'm not really anticipating any of those incredible survival video game announcements we saw at the Game Awards. But first up is one we both agree on. Animal Crossing for the Nintendo Switch.
I wish there was more to even talk about with the game because no one knows anything about it. It's just happening. For me personally, I mean, they could just leave it New Leaf and make it HD and I'd be fine with that.
No, yeah, like I'm in the same boat of like, yeah, if they just ported New Leaf and literally just called it New Leaf HD, I'd be like, yeah, hey, sure.
But if they are going to add anything, all I would like, even they added this in the patch to New Leaf, but the stuff with Happy Home Designer where you could move furniture in your house, and then I guess maybe multiple towns.
And the retro games, I think that'd be a cool little thing.
That's never gonna come back because how are you gonna?
Well, no, like what if they offered as like a Nintendo Online service thing where like those NES games you can get can work with?
Yeah, I just had that idea right after you said it too.
That'd be incredible if you could unlock, let's say, Legend of Zelda in Animal Crossing, and if you have the Nintendo Switch paid thingamajig service, you can then play it within Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I would never shut Animal Crossing. Well, I'm probably never going to shut Animal Crossing off anyway, but that being said...
So there you go, Nintendo. Just put them in Animal Crossing.
And up next is Resident Evil 2.
The second one.
Now I got to say it like the dude. Resident Evil 2.
The reboot.
Yeah, that was the best quote you gave me.
Yeah, the director of the game... When he was asked, I think it was in a Famitsu, when he was asked about why some of the characters look different, including Claire Redfield, his response was basically, I'm paraphrasing here, we wanted to treat it like a movie reboot and recast the characters, so like their idea is like, yeah, we recasted Claire Redfield with a different model or whatever. It's like, okay, sure, great.
Wow, we recasted Claire Redfield as Claire Redfield. But the hyper-realism is a little weird to me. Like, I don't know why Capcom's so stuck on that art style, but otherwise, Resident Evil 2 just looks phenomenal. And the original game still holds up. I mean, depending on what you like out of Resident Evil, 2 is either the best one or the second best one. So, you know, I honestly can't wait to get my hands on it because that game is just so great, and I want to see hyper-realistic tofu.
I'm curious if they'll maybe expand upon some of the environments, because...
It seems so.
That game is pretty short, and I feel like with a modern control scheme and stuff, it'd be really short.
I know the enemy placement is completely swapped, so they wanted to change that up so that veterans would not just blow through the game. And they're removing the B scenarios, but it seems that they're expanding on the A scenarios, so...
But then following up that is the weird pseudo-spiritual successor that is 10 years late to the party. Uncle Dante is back in Devil May Cry 5.
I don't have a lot to say. Like, I was never huge in Devil May Cry, but it does look great.
It really is going to hinge on whether or not V is fun to play or not. Because that's been kind of the complaint with the series outside of 2. Because 2 is just awful.
Yeah, 2 is really bad.
Regards. But like everyone just wants to play Dante, and people didn't like Nero for that very reason. And now you have a game with with Dante, Nero, and another character. Yeah. So it's like, man, if they don't, Nero looks fine. Like the new control,
it seems cool. It seems like he has
his new arm seems pretty rad
because of that arm changing thing. It seems like he has more variation instead of just the same combo.
Yeah, he looks a lot more fun and varied to play now. But that new guy, V, I don't know. Like I
don't care.
It's like this weird summoning gimmick.
I don't like his design, first off. He just looks like an edgelord.
Looks so slow. He looks like Kylo Ren.
He does kind of look like Kylo Ren. But it's like you said, all you want to do is play as Dante, and it's like, here's this new guy. I don't care. Is it Virgil? No. So I don't want to see him. So moving on, my most anticipated game from E3 this year, Ghost of Tsushima, is maybe releasing next year. I'm pretty sure it is. But, wow. I'm still blown away by that trailer. And I know it was probably just a vertical slice and likely isn't what the whole game's going to be. But, man, does it look great.
Yeah, and it's a great studio. Sucker Punch have always.
I mean, I'm not
delivered.
necessarily big on Sucker Punch's games, but Ghost of Tsushima looks like an Akira Kurosawa film made into a video game. So for me, it's just these are the movies I grew up watching in high school and just fell in love with, and I love seeing that culture and those martial arts styles represented in a game, and it's super beautiful, and it looks to be like the swan song for the PS4, and it's just ridiculous. It's taken off every friggin' box for me, and I just really, really want to play it. But yeah, there's been a lot of interviews I've read where they said that even though they're a Western studio, they've been working with a lot of multicultural people and, you know, having direct support from Sony of Japan to make this as authentic as possible. And
we got Sony to make
yeah,
this
I know.
authentic.
But one of the biggest complaints from the E3 trailer is like, why is everyone speaking English? This is a game set in Japan and not even in a modern era, but there's going to be a full Japanese voiceover option. So,
Yeah,
you know, like that's all I want. That's all I needed to hear. And when you watch the Japanese trailer from E3, it has that, and it does sound a lot better. So, or not better, it sounds more fitting. And, you know, that's fine. I don't mind if there's a dub for people that want it. I wouldn't want it to only be a dub because then it would look a little weird to me.
But my most anticipated game of the year, I already went on a big rant about this, so I'm gonna keep it brief. The Outer Worlds, which is basically a spiritual successor to Fallout New Vegas, right off the heels of Fallout 76 being a massive train wreck, which is like the stars aligning or something.
I have nothing to really say because I'm not that big of a Fallout fan, but I think it's wonderful that someone's going, "Hey Bethesda, F you!" Yeah. It's just, I love that, just like thumbing your nose at Bethesda, like, we can make the actual Fallout.
Can you imagine what they were thinking when they were developing that game, probably not knowing anything about Fallout 76 or how it would end up? Seeing Fallout 76 be the train wreck it was, then sitting there going, "Oh man, we gotta capitalize."
Yeah, I bet you that trailer was made 2 days before. They're just, oh god.
No, they threw in that from the creators of Fallout and Fallout New Vegas, quote in there, probably after seeing what happened with Fallout 76.
It's wonderful to me in that, but it does sound like the RPG that Fallout fans have wanted since Bethesda got their hands on the series.
Crazy concept. Give the fans what they want, and suddenly they'll get excited and maybe buy your game.
Or, you know, make something that people have been asking for instead of saying, nah, that wouldn't sell.
But on that note, what are your most anticipated games of 2019? Let us know down below.